trazendo a vocês uma live do Genshin Impact. E dessa vez, gente, vamos focar na atualização de Sumero. É isso aí, gente. Finalmente a atualização de Sumero apareceu, porque era uma das atualizações que a galera tava mais hypado. E a gente, como pode ver, tem algumas coisas aqui, como eventos, como a cultura de inocência, o teste de personagens, andarinho verdejante e capítulo de Volpes Zerda. E também a floresta Dharma. Nossa, que nome é esse? E também temos um novo boss, que é um boss do Sumero. O orgulho, o rei dos cogumelos, vive no coração da floresta e na companhia de seu povo. Eles sonham um dia em todo mundo será coberto por esporos. E bom, como vocês podem ver, tem também a parte do... Tem também o banner, que é o banner dos personagens de Sumero. E também do Zhongli, que é um dos personagens que a galera ama demais e tava sempre querendo ter ele. E eu realmente não peguei o Zhongli, porque não tinha chance de pegar o Zhongli. Mas pelo que eu sei, uma das personagens do jogo vai vir de graça. Mas só dá pra você desbloquear ela, que na verdade é a Colei, que você só consegue ela através do evento. Mas antes de começar a parte da história do jogo, vamos aqui em teste dos personagens. Então tá. Vamos ver como é que é a arma dele. Ele é um personagem de arco, como já foi mostrado nos trailers da demo de gameplay. E os artefatos. Bom, esses são os artefatos dele. E da Colei, ela também é uma personagem de arco, também foi demonstrado. Eu realmente gostei da Colei. Que bom que ela vai vir, que bom que ela é uma personagem que vai vir de graça. Que você desbloqueia ela através do evento. Então vamos aqui testar esses dois. Ele causa o dano dentro. Eu claramente não sei como que o elemento dentro causa. Se é um tipo de veneno ou algo assim. Porque a galera do Genshin tava sempre querendo a atualização de Sumero. Vamos ver aqui o tutorial. Reação elemental catalisação. Quando uma criatura são afetadas por elemento eletro e dendro, serão desencadeada a reação de aceleração, que fará com que essas criaturas entrem no estado de aceleração. Reação elemental catalisação. Criaturas que estão no estado de aceleração, ao sofrerem um ataque eletro ou dendro, desencadearão as reações de intensificação ou programação. Respectivamente, sofrerão um dano adicional. Eu não sei se entendi essa parte aí, mas tudo bem. Vamos ver o que elemento dentro pode fazer.
Come a little closer.
Vamos ver o especial dele.
I hear everything.
Ah, sim.
Can't see.
Agora vamos ver o especial da Colei. O especial dela é 25 também.
As a
Entrap! I'll uproot you!
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Vamos lá. Vamos ver o que. Vamos ver mais coisas do elemento dentro.
Just like we rehearsed.
Bom, fizemos o teste dele. Agora vamos pro próximo.
Certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Vá para a terra da cor de dentro. Tá, vamos fazer. A gente vai fazer a missão da história depois. Aqui o Zhongli. Vamos lá. O Zhongli, na verdade, é o único personagem que tem que quando ele usa o seu elemento gel, que pode transformar os seus inimigos em pedra. Até agora nenhum outro personagem tem isso. O Zhongli é o único.
You're in for a little shock.
Rise! Crumble! Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Rise! This is order.
Blitz. Hup. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Order guide you. Rise! This moment will be frozen in time.
Então tá, fizemos a parte do teste do Zhongli.
Downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Vamos pegar a recompensa. Da colei já deu uma demonstrada da gameplay dela. Vou fazer isso depois. Vamos ver. Conclua a missão de pré-requisito. Ah, para fazer missão com esse cara, precisam completar a missão. E, mesma coisa para desbloquear a colei. Então tá, vou aqui ajustar minha equipe, que eu vou escolher alumínio.
Just what will we come across this time?
All right, let's head off.
Nossa, essa região de Sumero é um pouquinho diferente do que imaginei. Vou ter que subir lá em cima. A superfície desta área possui alguns pilares de pedra estranhos. Eles ressoam entre si quando são atingidos com força. Não se sabe se essa ressonância desencadeará outros fenômenos interessantes ou não. De qualquer forma, tal comportamento parece impropriado, tanto do ponto de vista das medidas de segurança dentro das minas, como das crenças populares de Liyue. Vou ver do porquê a comunidade do Genshin tava tão hypado pela atualização de Sumero. Que a atualização de Sumero tem tão especial a ponto de chamar a atenção de todo mundo. Tinha me esquecido desse trote. Bom, essas pedras devem ser afetadas por outra coisa, mas eu não vou focar nisso. É melhor encontrar as terras da cor de dentro. Vamos ver quem é essa cor de dentro. Conhecimento de exploração. Pilar de pedras estranhos. Diz a lenda que são rastros deixados em alguma batalha antiga. Após receberem a colisão da explosão e ataque de uma arma afiada, parece que eles podem ressoar com certos pilares de pedra, semelhantes a algumas construções gel. É bom descobrir um pouquinho dos tutoriais. Vamos lá embaixo agora. Eu sei que alguns vão dizer: ah, Brian, por que você trouxe alumínio pro seu ajuste de equipe? Ah, bom, gente, como a Alumine é a protagonista do jogo, eu coloquei ela. Eu não vou deixar os protagonistas... Sempre que é o protagonista, eu não deixo de lado. Não importa se é fraco ou não. Pelo jeito...
Windblade, be gone!
Ih, esses bichos também são inimigos?
Time for retribution!
Desculpa aí. Eu não sei o que está acontecendo porque a história não está Eu não sei o que está acontecendo, mas... Ah, é ali. Ah, é por baixo que começa tudo. Eu achei que era por cima. Agora entendi porque a história não estava prosseguindo.
To Sumero, our next objective should be to head to Sumero City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so. People call Sumero the nation of wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the god of wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumero City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second.
Apareceu alguém.
There's someone up ahead. Perfect timing. Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost. Hey there. We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
Viajante de Sumero. Hã? Ela ignorou?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Então tá. Capítulo 3, Ato 1.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Até queria seguir, mas primeiro eu vou lá em cima na estátua. Não, eu vou deixar isso pra depois. E ver o que vai acontecer.
She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in... Oh! What a lovely... It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Ixi.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on, wake up.
Vixe, alguma coisa teve... Alguma coisa tava naquele bule de chá que fez a viajante desmaiar. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Hã? Siga a voz. Olha, vejam só. Até parece aquela árvore da vida do Honkai Pact. Eu não sei o que aconteceu, mas tudo bem. Vamos continuar seguindo a voz. Você tá chamando... Você tá chamando no Mini? É melhor ir. Vixe, o que aconteceu? Tem muita coisa que acontece em volta do viajante que ninguém percebe. Primeiro, o viajante é um dos personagens mais confiáveis dos personagens do universo do Genshin. Primeiro, ele conquistou o respeito de Mondstadt, depois de Liyue e também Inazuma. Aos poucos também vai conquistar o respeito da população de Sumero. Vamos esperar para ver o que vai acontecer agora. Espero que isso não dá ruim, de que já vamos enfrentar algum boss.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Há muito tempo. Que exagero a Paimon falou.
You can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing
Olha,
to
se não
worry
é a
about.
Colleen. A Colleen, na verdade. Ou Colleen, na verdade.
Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Jaime was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumero as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Ixi, toma mais remédio. Ninguém gosta de remédios amargos.
Whoops!
Mas que desastrada.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Se não é o Team Vinagre.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Vamos lá ver o que esse cara vai dizer.
So,
Deve ser uma coisa muito
how are you
importante.
doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumero scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
Entra num estado de meditação. Não é à toa que fez a Lumine desmaiar, já que ela não faz esse tipo de coisa.
In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense? Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Você descreve o que viu quando estava inconsciente.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get—
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, so even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumero and we're already having problems left and right! Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
Agora a Lumine tá suspeitando de alguma certa coisa.
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But It seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea! Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumero.
Você passa uma noite com um merecido descanso.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Our recent catch was great. Definitely got enough for a grand feast this time.
Vamos ver. Selo de 4 folhas. Em Sumero, às vezes você pode encontrar selos que são muito parecidos com trevo de 4 folhas. Aqueles que podem manipular o elemento podem usá-lo para mover em grande velocidade ao ser virado para eles. Às vezes você encontrará um núcleo de cultivo que espalha em selos de 4 folhas por todas as partes. Aproveite de suas propriedades para tornar suas aventuras mais fáceis. Cogumelo. Um monstro com inteligência básica que evolui de esporos. Quando é atingido por ataques eletro ou pyro pela primeira vez, entra num estado ativo ou queimado de acordo com o tipo de elemental utilizado no ataque. Derrote esse cogumelo transformado para obter recompensas diferentes. Agora tem um novo inimigo, em vez de ficar tendo os slimes toda hora e também plantas. Você vê que tem só esse tipo de inimigo em Mondstadt. Já em Liyue é outra coisa. Incluindo Inazuma.
Alright, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Limpar a estatueta do Sete?
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
É sério? É sério isso? Bom, valeu um pouquinho a pena para
Roger,
poder
I'll be right
obter
there.
o elemento
All right,
dentro.
we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Bom,
Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
investiga as lanternas ao longo do caminho. Então tá, vamos investigar as lanternas. O povo de Sumero ainda não tem confiança na Lumine, como Inazuma. Mas
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Mas é comum isso. É muito comum. Porque no início de Mondstadt, a Lumine...
This lamp
O
seems
viajante
to be getting a
não
little
tinha
wobbly.
o viajante não tinha muita confiança. Quer dizer, o povo de Mondstadt, Liyue e Inazuma não tinha muito confiança no viajante. Mesma coisa vai ser
No
em
problems with this
Sumero.
lamp. Good.
Mais cedo ou mais tarde, o viajante vai conquistar o respeito do povo de Sumero. E vão começar a contar as verdades. Assim como o viajante conquistou o respeito da Raiden Shogun e o de Luke. Que eram dois personagens muito fechados.
Is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
Será mamão com açúcar. Não se preocupe, sou ótimo em escalador. Então tá. Será mamão com açúcar?
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know,
that depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser...
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumero, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Pelo jeito a história de Sumero é bem semelhante à de Inazuma. Antigamente a antiga corte Electron de Inazuma era Raiden Makoto. Bom, igual a Raiden Makoto mesmo.
According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumero. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumero?
Yeah, I'm from Sumero.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Hã? A Colei conhece a Amber? Ah, isso tá na cara já que a Amber fica se aventurando tudo pra aquele lugar. Claro que a Amber ia ser conhecida em algumas regiões.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm.
Meu Deus, como ela conversa bastante. Putz grila. Putz grila, tem muito diálogo. Nunca vi esse lado seu, Colei.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumero, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
Companheira voadora. Será que a Paimon vai fazer birra?
I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, Considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumero for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon?
Você explica o propósito de sua viagem para Colei.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Até que valeu a pena ainda não ter pegado o elemento dendro. Eu devia ter feito isso mesmo. Eu devia ter feito o mesmo com o de Linhue. Vai ser mamão com açúcar escalar essa montanha. Vamos lá, chegamos.
The Dendro Archon statue of the Seven is up there. You should try touching it like the other ones we found on our journey. Paimon bets you'll definitely get a response from the Dendro Archon.
O mundo se abre para aqueles que são nobres de coração. Haha. Desbloqueamos uma pequena parte da região, mas tudo bem, vamos desbloquear o resto depois. Ressona com Dendro.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
A Lorde Maior Kusanali, a Lorde Menor Kusanali.
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. For now, let's focus on our job and clean up this...
Hã? Tem alguma coisa nos vigiando.
Huh? Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or was there something moving? Yeah, it was kind of small and round. You know, like a... It really freaked Paimon out. Whatever it was, we should probably go and investigate. Actually, on second thought, maybe we should get to cleaning first. Paimon...
Você e a Paimon cuidando meticulosamente da estátua.
Nice work! That's one clean statue.
Então tá, antes de ir, vou fazer uma oferta pra estátua. Que não tem nenhuma. Então tá, vamos ali falar com o Colei.
We're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break.
By the way, Kale, have you ever seen any small creatures scurrying around the forest? You know, that
creature that looks like a veggie? Well, I guess Master would say something like, all plants are living organisms. so they also fall under the category of creatures.
Você conta a Colei sobre o que viu.
Wow, fascinating! It almost sounds like an imaginary creature that you hear kids always talking about. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for anything like it. Oh, I almost forgot. Are you two hungry? I packed some food and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
No! You dropped it on the ground!
Ah! Como a Colei é desastrada.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
Que exagero, a Paimon falou. Quase morreu do coração. Você comeu pães e pintas junto com a Colei.
Those amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumero City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
Isso soa como algo que o Tignari diria. Falando em suas orelhas, gostaria muito de tocá-las. Não vou colocar essa palavra aí não. Vamos colocar o que o Tignari diria.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
É sério que a Paimon ficou assim o tempo todo? Quando a Lumine desmaiou? Mas isso é cara da Paimon. Não é à toa que o Tignari perdeu a paciência com ela.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, scare you?
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back.
Tem alguma coisa que a Colei não quer falar. Alguma coisa que é algum segredinho dela. Mas com o passar da com o passar da série, ela vai contar seus segredos para a Lumine.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Espere até às 8 horas no dia seguinte. Tudo bem. Quando eu conseguir a ressonância do elemento dentro, consegui uma conquista. Vamos usar o relógio.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Trevo de 4 folhas?
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Ah, então a Colei... Então a Colei tem um tipo de doença. Ah, não. Doença? A personagem mal já apareceu, já tem esse tipo de coisa? Será que ela vai morrer com o passar da série? Não. Isso deve ser resolvido.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Ha! Só agora que ele ouviu falar? Devia ter pensado nisso antes.
So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So
Tainari, What exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumero. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely...
That sounds terrifying.
O enfermo perde o controle sobre seu próprio corpo.
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier?
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Ah, brincadeira! Até a organização dos Fatui também está na região de Sumero? Brincadeira! Ô, organização Fatui chato, não pare de se intrometer onde não é chamado.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this Doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful. But her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should, though... I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumero have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Calpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumero rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. Note to Paimon, never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Nossa, então é isso que a Colei tem. Ela tem uma doença de Eleazar. E ela sofreu bastante nas mãos dos Fatoi. Ah, mas é claro, quem iria imaginar que os Fatoi ia querer fazer experimentos, testar seus experimentos na Colei? Ainda bem que o Tignari não pensou duas vezes a não se tirar a Colei das mãos dos Fatoi. Os Fatoi não são confiáveis. Apesar do Shield ser um deles.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Colete lotus nipoplantas frescas nas redonzelas. Lotus fresca? Tem mais? Então tá.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Vou pegar mais disso como garantia. E também marcar o local. Caso eu vou precisar dessas lotus como algum tipo de equipamento, ou aprimorar o personagem. Vamos lá conversar com o Tignari.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
I'm Amir, Patrulha da Floresta.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Vamos lá conversar com o Amir.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharva.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumero. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumero rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here.
Ha! Eles não sabem que o viajante pode manipular os elementos dentro sem precisar da visão.
Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the...
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like.
Ha! Eles estavam começando a subestimar o viajante só porque não tinha... Só porque não tem a visão. Ha! Eu tô achando que o viajante deve ser especial pra receber os poderes de elementais de visão sem precisar de uma visão. Isso ainda é um dos mistérios ainda no jogo, que ainda não foi explicado do porquê só o viajante pode manipular os elementos sem precisar de uma visão, enquanto a maioria dos personagens precisa de uma visão pra lutar. E o viajante não precisa disso. Eu espero que isso seja revelado.
Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Do porquê o viajante só consegue... Do porquê só o viajante manipula os elementos sem precisar de uma visão.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside of the zone and take a breather. You ready then? Let's go.
Pelo jeito, essa floresta tem algumas partes que são perigosas.
Any branches to the withering zone.
Invocar dedo dragão? O que é isso? Dentro do grão, esses espíritos estranhos que surgem junto com galhos espiosos são dendrogrãos, que simbolizam a proteção do dendro. Quando os ataques carregados e disparados com a mira atingirem dendrogrãos, realizarão um ataque em conjunto. Haverão alguns objetos que sua aventura só pode ser ativadas ou destruídos com o uso do poder de dendrograus. Dendrograu. Nossa, que nome. Nossa, que nomezinho é esse, hein? Definição terrível. A definição não é um local fixo, mas sim locais que foram corrompidos por algum poder misterioso e ominoso. No definimento, os personagens continuamente acumularão ou decomposição. A velocidade de acumulação será diferente dependendo do definimento que você tiver. Dependendo de qual posição você tiver acumulada, todos os membros da sua equipe terão o seu reis contra todos os elementos. Reis física, a vida máxima reduzida. Quanto mais decomposição estiver acumulada, maior será o efeito dessa redução. Definhamento terrível. Quando a deposição alcançar seu limite máximo, permanecer continuamente, o definhamento fará com que todos os personagens da equipe sejam derrotados. Elimine as zonas com definhamentos com o poder dos Dendrograus. Somente dessa forma poderá destruir os galhos de definimento que alagram esse poder corrosivo. Somente quando todos os galhos de alimento numa zona de definimento foram destruídos é que será possível destruir tumor de definimento. A maioria das zonas de definimento podem ser destruídas assim, mas no definimento, velas de vida e chamas de vida podem aparecer para reduzir a acumulação de decomposição. Prepare-se para entrar nessas áreas. Putz! Tá de brincadeira? Essa área é a mesma coisa. É a mesma coisa lá da espinha do dragão. Onde tem aquela coisa estúpida de gelo. Nossa, Sumero também tem isso. Vai flutuar, seu bicho.
Propagate! Scatter!
Quando criaturas são afetadas pelo Hydro e Dendro, desaceleram reação, florescimento e geram núcleos dentro. Ah, tanto faz. Eu me pergunto como vai destruir esse troço. Ah, odeio quando tem inimigos que flutuam. Colete dentro, utilize ataques carregados para uma mira. Vamos ver. Ah, brincadeira, hein? Vamos ver se um personagem de arco e flecha vai funcionar.
Leave it.
Haha! Ah, também some! Ah, não some não, que bom. Não é que nem os cristais. Não são que nem os cristais da espinha do dragão, quando você consegue algum tipo de cristal e já some, não aparece. E você tem que achar o outro até concluir o desafio.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Oh! Perigo de definhamento. Há outros perigos do definhamento além de decomposição. Monstros que foram corrompidos com esse ambiente de galhos apodrecidos atacarão o personagem nele, acelerando a acumulação de decomposição. Além disso, ao sentir ameaças, o tumor de definhamento invocará discípulos de decadência para atacar. Esses monstros acabarão caindo sob a influência do definhamento e tem uma proteção contra dano. Use Dendro ou Dendrograus para destruir efetivamente os escudos que protegem esses monstros. Ah, mais um monstro que é protegido por um escudo. Que maravilha! O quê? Tem vontade própria?
As one with wind and cloud.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering. Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tighnari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering Zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that and most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering Zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also...
Huh? Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumero for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Falar de Irmisui?
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than... I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground, all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharva.
Parece que essa árvore de Imirsui tá sendo afetada pelo desenhamento. Não é à toa. Não é à toa que a doença da coleia tá aumentando. Não é à toa que a doença da coleia tá piorando. E o Tighnari disse que esse tipo de delineamento acontece há milênios. Ou seja, até parece que é 1000 anos. 1000 anos já é até de... E 1000 anos já é um exagero pra tudo isso. Então tá, vamos ali voltar pra vila. E retorne com a vida. Retorne para a vila Yarva. Nossa, por que é Mihoyo? Por que Mihoyo coloca um nome complicado de falar?
Oh, Tighnari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that... Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tighnari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumero.
Oh, her? How come could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your... Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia, she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her...
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the page?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines. And by the time we... Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you...
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with...
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend... Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumero, but My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of... Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Agora eu entendi porque aquela mulher ignorou o viajante e a Paimon, porque ela tava em numa fase de treinamento e não podia se comunicar. Mas precisava ser daquele jeito. Brincadeira, hein?
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Eu tô... Aquela mulher... Então já conquistamos a confiança do Dignari. Foi bem fácil. Claramente, o viajante consegue conquistar a confiança facilmente de vários personagens do Genshin. Ela conquistou a confiança do Diluc, do Zhongli e também da Elan. Elan e a Noelle, que são duas personagens meio fechadas às vezes. E até a Conquistinovo. E até a Raiden Shogun, que tava sendo ativa. Que teve...
Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Que ela tava muito fechada. No início a Raiden Wei era muito fechada. Mas agora que ela fez agora que ela tá fazendo amizade com o viajante e começou a confiar nela, agora ela não tem mais nada que esconder pro viajante. Ela até revelou seu segredo, até revelou seu passado e o seu segredo pra viajante. Até Yamiko, mas Yamiko não revelou totalmente o seu segredo pro viajante. Hã? Hã? O quê? O que aconteceu? Quem é aquele vegetalzinho ali? E a Paima achando que a mulher tinha saído da caverna. Mas só aparecer esse vegetalzinho já vai aparecer uma cinemática ou vai mandar o viajante de volta para Irmisui, aquela árvore da vida. Ah, que?
There you are!
Como assim?
Are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
Eu não entendi. Eu não entendi, mano. Do que aquela vegetalzinha apareceu e do nada já deu uma tela de carregamento.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a...
Ah, neblina? Que?
Huh? How things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right.
Ah. Não foi apenas uma demonstração da vegetalzinho, mas também nos mandou para outro lugar. Será que encolhemos? Ah, será que encolhemos ou fomos parar em outro lugar? Não, se encolhemos, o mar seria maior.
This place is huge! I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Propagate! Pew pew! Look at you, Bootown! Scatter!
Eu tô precisando melhorar o viajante. O viajante ainda tá muito fraco. Isso porque não deu os artefatos bons pro viajante. Nos domínios de Sumero, às vezes você irá encontrar cogumelos. Os motivos pelos quais esses cogumelos não são das criaturas Lakshana são desconhecidos, mas eles são realmente fascinantes. Então tá. Se esse cogumelo é fascinante, então tá. Ah, tem que subir. Ah, droga! Fiz errado aqui. Ainda é uma coisa muito nova em Sumero. Tem que me adaptar um pouquinho. Ah! Já que é assim, eu vou subir aqui. Hã? Que isso? Investigando o piso? Que?
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly...
Isso deve ser ilusão. Quer dizer, alucinação. Tem que ser alucinação. Porque esse cenário aqui é de Inazuma. Continue procurando um caminho superior do tronco da árvore. Nos domínios de Sumero, às vezes você vai encontrar resina primordial junto com os caminhos que eles selam. Colete 3 resinas primordiais dentro dos domínios para desbloquear o caminho correspondente. Ah, não gosto disso. Não tá, vamos subir lá em cima de novo. Não! Nossa, mano. Podia ter feito melhor esse troço pra subir. Agora é subir ali. Esse Sumero é um lugar bem estranho para ter alucinações. É melhor matar esse aqui primeiro.
Clouds high, the birds come.
Exterminate! Pew pew!
Ah, não tem como mudar ainda. Eu queria mudar o personagem. Eu não quero acabar, mas não quero acabar com o mistério não. De como entrou aqui, de como entramos aqui. Vixe! Tinha que ter aquela ponta.
Windstrider.
Ah, não, mano. Não. Eu não gosto dessas partes de ficar... Por que no domínio eu tinha que evitar? Evita de conseguir. Mano, como faz pra subir aqui? Ah, acho que eu vou ter que congelar então. Não!
Can't handle your drink, huh?
Windstrider! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Follow the wind.
Ah. Mano, gente, eu não sei o que tem que fazer aqui. Ele não dá instrução de nada. Ele não dá instrução de nada. Mas nada mesmo. Aqui não dá nem pra escalar, nem nada. Ah, não, mano. Vou sair desse domínio. Ah, brincadeira. Porque não dá nem pra subir. Não dá pra subir. Não mostra nada, não conta nada. Ele não dá nenhuma instrução de nada de que pra você poder subir. Simples assim tem que ir até lá e só. Ah, Mihoyo. Ah, eu detesto quando a Royoverse faz isso. Não gosto quando eles colocam charada no Genshin. Eu detesto charadas. É melhor mudar de equipe. Ah, gente, acabou de travar aqui. Ah, não travou não.
Let's finish this quickly.
Agora tá meio travado aqui. Mas antes vou curar meus personagens. Vai ser pouco arriscado. Já curou? Então vamos tentar voltar lá. E ver como é que... e ver como que conclui esse domínio. Nossa, mano, que sacanagem foi essa? Ele me manda ir pra lá, mas só que não conta... Só que não fala como.
Hello? Hypatia?
E a mesma cutscene de sempre.
Let's try
Vamos
looking around the
pular isso
area.
aqui. Vamos lá tentar mais uma vez. E ver e não vacilar de novo.
There you are. Hypatia. There's no way we can get her to... Huh? Huh? What happened? Really?
Vamos ver se eu consigo passar de novo. Deve ter alguma coisa nos tutoriais que foi mostrado que eu não prestei atenção naquela parte que eu quis dizer no trevo de 4 folhas.
Wow, this place is huge. I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Incoming. Don't blink. Hey.
Ai, eu não aprendo mesmo, hein? Ô, gente, desculpa se eu tô fazendo errado aqui pra tentar avançar o domínio, porque como o Sumero como a atualização de Sumero ainda é recente, ainda tem muita coisa que quase ninguém sabe ainda. Mas tem outros que aprenderam facilmente. Vou correr mais rápido para não ter que ficar demorando. Já estivemos aqui antes, vamos fazer de novo.
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Continuo procurando um caminho para nível tronco superior.